Hello everybody and welcome to FriendlyFox's YouTube channel. We are starting today with Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe, an episode title Humble Beginnings. Now of course right now is anything but humble beginnings because this is a railway network that I've been working on for the previous 9 years now, which has developed into quite a network. So we have a coal mine here, bringing the occasional coal train down to the power station here. This one goes even further over to this power station, which is also serviced by another coal mine over here, which is producing quite a lot of coal as well. So we're making a nice tidy profit with no interest to pay on the loan. Now that same can't be said for the company which I'm about to start, which I will just switch over to here, which will go to there. Now this company is starting with £81,000, which started at £100,000, and it's been losing money to interest over the past 9 years that I've been neglecting it. So the reason, of course, is a problem with the AI game script. For some reason, it won't do it on its own. So I am taking over this company, build the HQ there in Chuntfield. As you can see there, we've tooting our own horn a little bit, and with a news headline. And we're going to start by building a railway line. So, what we're going to do is start our new company with a profitable coal train, which will run to the power station here, down by the lake. Of course, you want to make sure it's going to accept the coal. It will, so that's all fine and dandy. Another thing which is ideal when you're starting a new company to remember is farmland. Building on farmland is incredibly expensive. Here I don't have much choice, and I'm going to show you just how much more expensive it is. It's £106 on grass and £537 on farmland. So as you can see, it's almost 5 times the cost to build on farmland as opposed to building on grass. So that's all the farmland building which we have to do. We're going to build a nice smooth track here. Another thing to keep in mind as well is raising land. It's very expensive, so try to avoid it if you can. In this case we can't really avoid it, so we just have to go with that as it is. So we'll build the coal mine here, and that here, and we will build a diesel engine, this being the cheapest one available, and the cheapest running cost is the Class 20, also known here as the Type 1. The Deltic, on the other hand, is twice the cost almost, and costs £16,000 a year to run instead of the £6,000 of the Class 20 here. So we build a Class 20, we put a brake van on the end of the train, and we need coal hoppers in order to transport the goods. So another handy thing here you'll see is the length of the train, 3.9 squares, which is what we want. If I put another wagon onto there, it would take it to 4.2, which is too long. It's already set to carry coal, so we don't need to worry about refurbishing it to another cargo. We just put it here, put in the orders for full load, and go down to the power station here, which will bring in a regular income. Depending on how fast it goes, the income should be approximately £10,000 per train load. That's irrelevant, let's get rid of that. We're going to raise a little land there, just to make it look uniform, which is a pet peeve of mine. I want to make sure that everything looks neat and tidy. We're going to lower land here so that we can have a nice smooth descent for the loaded coal train. And now the line is complete. So we start the train. As soon as the train arrives in the station, and there's demand for the local I've forgotten the word. The local cargo, the train will start loading up. Now this coal mine is a good one to pick because it's producing a good amount of coal. And this will, by this will make us a good amount of money to continue growing our company, which is what we want to do. Another thing you can do is you can actually take the loan up further in order to build a bit more rapidly, instead of having to wait for the money to come in from your newly built train. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to borrow another £50,000 here. We're going to build, as I say, we've got a good amount of grain here at this farm, and the factory isn't too far away, which is where we want to take it to. So we're going to put in the station for the factory there, and we want the grain loading station, just as I say, as a pet peeve of mine. I want to make things uniform. So we put the grain loading station there. Building on farmland for a little bit here is expensive, but that's all we have to do. We still have £50,000 left over, and we have to put in the receiving station here. And so what that will do is it will take the grain, is what we're going to do. We're going to put in a train transporting grain. It'll be a grain train. And we want an approximate length of 3.5. No, we don't. Well, we do actually, but that's one too many, so we'll get rid of that. And we want with the brake van, we want the train to be 3.5, which is what that will be. And we'll build another class 20. Can't do that, we'll just wait until the coal train comes down here. Should be here soon. Here it comes. So when that train comes down, it will bring an income which should be enough to buy the next train for servicing the farm to the factory for the grain. So here comes the train now. We'll just speed it up a little bit. And it's unloading. And once it's fully unloaded, we'll have our income, which is £11,000, which is now enough to buy that next train. So we go here, and we go there, and the train is now running. So now we have two money makers. We do have a loan to pay off, which we will do over the course of time, but the loan interest is rather minuscule. As you can see, over 10 years, we only lost about £20,000 to interest. It was about £2,000 a year. It will be a little bit more now. It will be a little, as I say, it will be a little bit more because we've borrowed more money as compared to what we had initially borrowed. But that's not really concerning because you will pay that loan off over time. And so I think that completes the episode. I hope you enjoyed watching, and there will be more soon.